Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, you rock. And if you are new to this here channel, thank you so much for dropping by, and kindly do click the subscribe button to become a part of this amazing family. Guys, it's the road to 200 subscribers, so please do subscribe. Now, as you can see from the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about my breastfeeding journey. I found this very perfect to talk about this part of my life because this week it is breastfeeding week, so why not? Anyway, without wasting any time, let's just get straight into the video. So when I was pregnant, I got anxious about my breastfeeding journey already. The reason why that is so is because I have inverted nipples. Now, if you don't know what inverted nipples are, let me just show you a picture. Right now, this picture here is a picture of normal nipples, and this one is a picture of inverted nipples. Now, the difference here is that for normal nipples, they are protruding. All right, now my nipples, which are inverted, are inside, which means that on the boob, the nipple area is totally flat. So that's exactly why I was a bit nervous. So having realized that I have inverted nipples, I did try to stimulate them. There would be times that I just used my hands to just rub them with Vaseline, and then there would be times that I used this here baby. This thing, it's a nipple puller. All right, you put it on your boob like that, squeeze this part, and then when you squeeze it, this is what happens. So it means it pulls your nipples outside. Now this, guys, did help me a bit, but it didn't really do the greatest job because my nipple would come out a bit, and then hours later, even after giving birth, I did try to use it, especially at times when I felt like, okay, in these few minutes or seconds, I want to try and breastfeed my son. And I got a nipple puller at Surubele Center where I went for my antenatal classes. All right. Anyway, fast forward to now after giving birth. By the way, I did give birth through C-section. So after giving birth, I only saw my son hours later, which meant that I didn't have your skin to skin vibes. Nah, that didn't happen for us. When I managed to now see him when he was awake, I did try to breastfeed, guys. And oh my goodness, wasn't it a chaotic moment? So I was a bit confused about the way I should position him. I thought it was just an easy one, guys. Nah, that didn't happen. He was confused, I was confused, and he was getting so much stressed because he was so hungry, and the stress transferred to me. I kept on trying, my family kept on trying to help me out, but it wasn't just happening. By the way, I did have abundant milk. So fast forward to day 3 of me being in hospital. I did go and see a nurse in the nursery room just to find out how I can do it, because I really wanted so badly to breastfeed my son. Same man, that lady was so kind. She did take me through the whole process of how I do it, how to position him, and just all the things that I needed to know about breastfeeding. So I was like, you know what, I am confident I'll be able to do this thing properly. Now, hours later, I said, you know what, I want to sit alone with my son so that we can try this thing together and see where it will take us. Of course, I did manage here and there. It wasn't really successful, guys, if I tell you the truth. He would latch, and then a few moments later we would just get it wrong again. Breastfeeding and just how you position your child is not easy, and when you are now faced with inverted nipples which give you anxiety, yeah, it just becomes such a bad experience. Now fast forward to the first week of us, now out of the hospital, I did also try, and still the same thing, guys. Baby getting frustrated, me getting frustrated, feeling I'm failing my son. So we decided to now get a manual breast pump. So I had to now start pumping because time wasn't waiting on me. I had to start giving my child breast milk. So now when I realized that, okay, manual pump is working for me, though I was getting really exhausted, I decided, okay, why not just exclusively pump. So we kept on going and going with the manual breast pump. For me, my Botsotsi days, those were the most challenging days, because I was trying to recover from being pregnant, yet I was now faced with this duty of me trying to pump for my son. I even had to ask my husband to get an electric breast pump because I felt like I can't keep on going with the manual pump. And guys, tell you what, that was a purchase that I feel I regret, like ever, even, because we got an electric pump that didn't do a job at all. I got a Tommy TP breast pump, and guys, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's because I don't have the biggest boobs. I don't know. But at the same time, I did sell it to somebody and she told me that, you know what, this thing is so slow. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Anyway, we kept on going with pumping, and my friend did tell me that, you know what, when you are pumping, use that as me time. Catch up on shows that you love, catch up on, you know, reading amazing stuff that makes you happy. So that's what I started doing, and hence I started enjoying pumping because I felt like this was me time. This was just time for me to be alone with my thoughts. So now it transferred from being a job to now being just an enjoyable moment for myself. While I was pumping and trying to make sure that I have a lot of supply, I did eat oats a lot with milk. I did drink a lot of Rooibos, and I did have iron brew as well, guys. I don't know what about iron brew that helps with milk supply, but it did give me a whole lot of milk. Now, the other thing that I used during the first week of me pumping is this here. Now guys, this thing is called a nipple shield. It's usually used when your nipples are cracked and you still want to breastfeed. And for me, this is how it helped. This nipple thing here, it helped to imitate a nipple on my boob. So I would put it on my boob like that, and then make my son lash like that. All right, yes, milk would come out, but my son would get so frustrated because it would sometimes fall, and it was just it tried, but it wasn't really helping me feed him properly. And I eventually put it away. Maybe I didn't try harder, I don't know. And I think I got it at Csection. So during this first week, guys, of me pumping, nipples were so painful. They had bubbles, and those are so painful. It was as if there was blood in those bubbles, and it's just, it is so painful. I think other moms can relate. Now guys, in one of my videos, I did share with you that my son had eczema, right? So right at the time that he had eczema, he also had colic. Yeah, dealing with inverted nipples and feeling like you are failing your child, dealing with the fact that your son has eczema, dealing with colic, and colic is no child's play. So all that stressed me so much. I just kept on questioning myself as a mom. So right at 2 months, my supply of milk went down because I had so much stress from just all that was happening. I just felt like, you know what, maybe I need to stop breastfeeding because at the same time, my milk supply was so low. At the time, I could only pump 30 milliliters of milk. Imagine. And tell you what, it was not an easy decision at all, because this is a mom who so badly wanted to breastfeed. Initially, I felt like if I don't do that well, I should at least breastfeed my son for a year. But looking at the fact that I had to stop at 2 months, yeah, I needed a group hug. I needed help. I needed to just be told that, you know what, it's okay to stop breastfeeding at 2 months. So what I found out on the net was that other moms, yes, they were questioning themselves, but there were good responses that made them feel like, you know what, you're not a bad mom. You did well, you tried, and it's best to take care of your child while in a good state and not feel like being a mom is such a job that you don't want to be a part of. So I got reassured by the response that I saw on the internet, and it made me feel at ease, and it made me feel better, and made me feel like I was making the best decision, not just for myself, but for the bond that I wanted to build with my son. So yeah, that's the decision that I made, and from then onwards, guys, I became an excited mom. I became a mom who was totally present. I became a mom who was less stressed, guys. It was feeling like an enjoyable journey that I was looking forward to each and every day. I'm sharing my story to show you that, you know what, yes, I love and wish that I had breastfed my son for as long as I could, but challenges do come in life. what do you do when those challenges come? What matters is how are you when you are trying to raise your child. I think that had I continued, that was going to be one of the things that would have led to postnatal depression. And tell you what, I sometimes get so happy when other moms who are breastfeeding their 2-year-olds. I always feel like I wish this was me, but hey, it's not me. My life had to be the way it is right now. So yeah, I applaud all the women out there who are breastfeeding, and I applaud the health professionals for encouraging women to breastfeed. And I totally encourage it as well. So yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you on my breastfeeding journey on breastfeeding week. And moms, kindly share your breastfeeding journey. How was it? How did you feel when you're breastfeeding? Were you excited? I just want to know the whole thing. Kindly share it on the comment section and I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Thank you so much for the love and for the support, and we will definitely meet again on another video. Mwah! Be blessed.